And there's the horn. We're live in real time. It's about 4:30 p.m. Eastern United States time, and there's the train. Live from Wide World of Trains on YouTube. Oh yeah. Look how fast he's moving. Already done. It's like over before I even started. Yep. Well, hopefully another one comes by. It's going to get dark in about a half an hour. You can watch the replay, I guess. Yeah, that was a very short one. That was Q008. Did you get to see all of it? I only went on like a minute before it got here. Wish I could have gone on early. I didn't know it was coming. I'll stay on for a couple minutes. Maybe another one will come. But it's cold out here. Yeah, he went by already. It was a short, fast one. I hate it when I go live and the train is short. Earlier today, I got a couple of them that were 7-8 minutes long. They were going slower. And just for a few minutes, say hi to everyone, do a little chat, and maybe another one will come. I got 2 red signals down there, way down there. One of them is 2 miles away. Another one is about a mile away. Usually that means a westbound is coming, but he could be a half an hour away. Hey Scott. I'm gonna do a premiere tonight at 7 o'clock, but not gonna be much notice. I hope to have it on by 7. Just check anyways. The video is still processing. So I'm gonna try to get it on before 7, so go ahead and just check at 7 o'clock or a few minutes before. Black Friday, yeah, it was busy yesterday. Yesterday and today. I went to a few places. Yeah, we got yellow indication down there, but we still have red on the westbound track 1, so that tells me something is out of Buffalo, but like I said, he could be a half hour away. Listening to the radio here. Not as cold as yesterday. It's about 25 degrees. Yesterday was much colder. Hey, there's a Millenniumforce lookalike right here. The biggest expert on trains that I know. Where he's stopping. Maybe we'll talk to him. Yeah, he reminds me of Millenniumforce. He kind of looks like him. Yeah, you know, do you remember that malfunction on these gates yesterday on the live stream? They were still here today working on them. The guy just left maybe an hour or 2 ago. So there definitely was a problem here. There's a Millenniumforce lookalike. What's up today? Anything interesting?
No, but last night there was.
What'd you see?
Tank train with a C on the lead, CSX and Norfolk Southern on this track.
Which way? West?
East.
East? And what time was that?
after dark, probably 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Did you notice they had trouble on the gates here?
Yep.
Well, yesterday I was live streaming and I called in the number, and they were still working on it today, weren't they?
There was a guy right there.
Yeah. Yeah, he
But,
must.
last night he was here.
Uh-huh.
At the door, and then he went down there. Came
Yep.
back, he looked. Matter of fact, not just CXS, but NS.
Right.
NS had a gate. I didn't know.
It was a little darker, right?
Yeah.
I heard that on the radio after I left. Yeah, they were both having trouble.
And about 11 o'clock last night, the maintainer was putting it back together. Somebody went around the gate.
Well, it's funny you say that because I right on my live stream I mentioned, I don't know if anybody remembers, but I mentioned the gate looked like it was bent on that S. I zoomed in down there. But yeah, when they were trying to fix this gate, I said they're going to have trouble. I knew it wasn't going to be a simple fix. He was over here with a sledgehammer pounding on the rails.
Not just that, but a couple nights ago, one of those crossing ties was up like this much.
Up in the air, right? Yep. I heard that in the radio. They sent a guy out and they said there was nothing there. It must have got ran over, but you could see the spike in the road.
Yeah.
It got bent, right?
Yeah.
Yep, a semi both ways.
Now you could see the white light down there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that bent spike right there. Boy, that'd give you a flat tire if you got just a car. If that was sticking up, semi must have hit it.
That, but, really ruin your
Linkage, your steering
yeah.
system, yeah. Tie rods and ball joints and all that stuff. But I knew they were going to have trouble here because it was what was happening. It's something I'd never seen before. The train would go by, and 3 or 4 minutes later, the gate would go down. It wasn't, just and then the other time it was up, or they were down for 15 minutes, like 10 minutes after a train went by, and then they just went up on their own. I caught it all in video.
Yeah, matter of fact, that explains why 6 or 7 trains eastbound were coming around the corner very slow.
Yeah, today?
It was the only time at nighttime I actually got the engine numbers.
Oh, because you were able to see them in the dark, right?
Yeah, and plus it's not going fast. Now, if they were doing track speed, I would have never got those engines.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you could say I got lucky.
Trying to think if anything came by since the last time I talked to you. Anything? Did you know there was an F7 New York Central unit went through here?
Nope.
Yep, about 2 weeks ago. I missed it. I didn't get it. It was an F7. It was being towed to some museum or something. It was going west. It was a gray and, the gray scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that went through. I missed it. I was home and I heard on the radio, we're towing a New York Central locomotive. I heard that. I go, you got to be kidding me. But he was already here, so there was no way for me to run down here and see it.
I was missing a container.
Yeah, it seems like they're cleaning up or finishing everything up here. Yeah, there's only 3 now. Yeah, that was about the only thing I can remember that was interesting. These signals are still red on the westbound down there, so I'm thinking something's coming out of Buffalo.
Speaking of which, you said something interesting.
Yeah.
Westbound is green,
Uh-huh.
but yet, like right now it's red. That would indicate there's a train coming.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday, westbound was green, and track 1 had yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it's red, but like it's
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's getting hard. But way down there, we got yellow on track. Track 1 looks yellow way down, 2 miles down.
And at nighttime, I went over Center Road Bridge, and I couldn't even see the 34 signal.
You couldn't.
Of course, I was driving.
Yeah.
And it's probably on.
Because they're LED, I think they're more in line where you got it. The more you're straight on
Yeah.
with the light, which would be right in the middle of the track, the brighter it is, especially for the green.
Yeah, the green I can't see.
The green are harder to see. I don't like that.
But at the same time, at nighttime, they just stick out like a
Oh yeah, at night.
no, even the yellow, I can see it all the way. Oh, it's green now.
Oh, it just turned green?
Yeah.
Way down, right? Yep.
Carrington Road.
Yep, I see it. Trying to think.
I know the car carrier train came off of Silver Creek Siding.
Oh, the 310 is supposed to be coming. I thought I heard it in Ripley, the one that usually has the
Engine?
mid-engine DPUs.
Yeah.
But that was about an hour ago, and I haven't seen it since. So I'm hoping it comes.
And another thing too is when I was walking to work, there was a stack train going by. I missed the engine, but then all of a sudden I hear this other one, and they had an engine in the back on the last car, and not in the middle. That was kind of interesting.
On which Norfolk?
CSX. You know,
I've yet to see one of those. I've seen the mid, but not the end.
you know, it's kind of funny. Back in the 80s, it's like you had the P&LE trains.
Okay, wait for this car to go by so I can hear it. Okay, back in the 1980s?
Yeah, they had, you remember P&LE.
P&LE, yep.
Okay, when they had the U-boats, the old General Electric.
Right.
They had 3 in the front, 3 in the back. And of course, back then, I couldn't tell you how many crew members. I would guess 6. But today, it seems like history repeats itself.
Yeah.
The only difference is you got a conductor and an engineer on the front and nobody
in the back. Yeah, running everything. Yeah. Now they ran 3 and 3. Was this on Conrail?
No, it's on Norfolk and Western.
On the Norfolk Western? I don't remember.
Norfolk
Was that a? Oh, I thought those cars were a train over there. Was that a? What am I trying to say? Was that a rare occurrence?
Couple trains per week.
No kidding. So you had 6 U-boats. No kidding.
And then when they got the Jeep 38-2s, they had 5 engines all up front.
That was more power, right, than the U-boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually it's more newer.
Just newer stuff, yeah.
And now, and I was fascinated when they had that one stack train. The engine is one up front. It's like, boy, he's going to be underpowered. And then also you see another one in the middle.
Yeah, right. I guess they're doing it pretty much all over. Not just for these big trains here out that go to Boston and New York and that.
Yeah, the P&LE coal trains went to Mount Tom, Massachusetts, and there's another place. One of them is closed now.
Not Ayer, Massachusetts.
It might be Ayer.
That's where Norfolk goes now.
Okay.
22K goes to Ayer. Chicago to Ayer.
Yeah, I've been trying to kind of watch a little bit of train action, and it's kind of like 5 minutes too short.
Well, here's these days we were talking about in the summer when we were out here at 8, 9 o'clock at night. These 4:30, 5 p.m. dark times.
Offered for the
I-05.
I-05 is the 205. It's just the shortened version or an extra train.
Pittsburgh West.
Yeah, that's the Youngstown line. They call it Pittsburgh West now. I think I told you that before. Probably forgot.
Yeah.
No, this
Well, I-05 is coming.
so he's coming on Norfolk. He hasn't gone by here yet, obviously. We would have saw it. So that must be the 310 pulling into, what do you say, Pomfret?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. So it'll be dark by the time he gets there.
Huh. And during chilly weather, I wonder if they got a special heater in those engines in the back just to keep the air flow going.
I would just think the heat from the engine, you wouldn't need any. I would think. You mean the engine compartment?
compartment slash in the
Control panels and stuff.
well the
Walkway.
the coupler, the air holes.
Oh.
You know, to keep the air from freezing.
Oh, that could be. But I would just guess that them things, you know, you consume so much fuel that there's got to be a lot of excess heat in them. Almost sounds like a train. Yeah, these days, the only good thing about winter is my scanner works better because there's less leaves on the trees, so there's less interference. So I can hear as far as northeast Pennsylvania, which is about 35 miles, and I also hear the bison range.
Yeah, not only that, but I get to see Amtrak when she does go through on my days off.
Yeah, that's true. The horns sound better in the winter too.
Yeah.
You get the sound just travels better. Somebody was saying on here.
And what was it? Wednesday night the yard job came at 27:01 and 65:18. She must have came in long nose forward, both of them. I couldn't tell you how many cars.
That was the day they went back light power, I think, because I heard them on the radio saying that they got light power back to Erie, and they shove in the yard at 85 is the milepost.
Yeah.
That's where they park. So that's apparently what they do now. There's no Willard train or none of that anymore. They just come from Erie, 40 miles to Dunkirk here, do their work, and go back.
Yeah, because I saw a boxcar at the end of this by the grain cars, and I said, "Yep, that's for us." I don't think Karina has boxcars. Ice cream don't have boxcars.
We're just here talking trains, waiting. We got a green signal down there, but I mean that could be, since they put these new signals in, it could be an hour before a train comes, or it could be 10 minutes. So we're just talking trains here while we're waiting, because it's going to get dark in a few minutes, so hope something comes.
Yeah, but that airline going full. Yeah, they were going up the branch, and they put that boxcar in Cliff Star there on first dock. Second dock they can't use anymore.
Okay, what boxcar? Oh, the
Rail, yeah, T-box.
to bring the tomato paste.
Yeah.
Did you see that one boxcar that was parked in the yard here for a day?
Yeah.
Had that big graffiti over the whole side. That must have been a bad order or something.
No, that's the boxcar.
Well, that was the Clistar one?
Yep.
Oh,
He,
I see it parked there. I was thinking that was a bad order, but it's gone. Usually bad orders last a couple of weeks or a few months in the case of that auto rack that sat up on the bridge for half a year or longer. Yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact, they took the tankers out of Clistar siding and left it where they parked the engines for a day. I'm not sure if they were the maintainers are looking at it.
But isn't that boxcar a little bit bigger than the normal boxcar that comes?
Yeah, it had to because it's a T-box.
A T-box? What's that mean?
It could be a little taller.
Oh.
It's a little taller than not A-box. A-box has an extra door.
So back in the 80s, let's say almost 40 years ago when you started watching trains, was there more boxcars than today? A lot more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everything, and there was when did intermodal start? About that time?
No, I think it started probably late 70s.
Well, that'd be about 40 years ago, yeah.
Back in 1980s, they were 4 or 5 each way.
And now they're almost everything's intermodal, or most everything. So when they put these double stacks on, when do you think they started that?
I'm guessing 85.
So before that, that's when they had to raise up the bridges.
Yeah.
So that the bridge that I film on down there on
They didn't need to raise it.
that was already high enough.
Yeah.
Oh, because it looks kind of new. When I say new, I mean within the last 50 years. It's not a really old bridge.
Yeah. There was some bridges they had, or signals they had to kind of, the old New York Central 6.
Yeah.
They had to get rid of some of those.
Otherwise,
because the stacks would be too high.
they would run into them.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to see, wouldn't it?
No, the route used to be Oak Island to Binghamton, up to Buffalo through here. Or Jesse had to go up to Buffalo through the old B&O through Springville. Connect to the old B&O in Pennsylvania and then head west.
And this is all back in the early 80s,
Yeah.
talking. So I didn't know Chessie had trackage up here. Oh, they ran on that B&O line, right?
Yes.
I see that B&O line. At least a year or two ago, I could see the sign. It says B&O right when you go on Interstate 90. Is that still there?
Yep. As far as I know, the rail's still there, but they wanted to abandon it.
But the sign is still there where it says B&O.
Yeah.
That's odd that that would be a sign like that on there that says B&O Rail. Okay, so Chessie, when they bought out the B&O, they went that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my battery's down to 5%. I've been running it here. And I have to cut the live stream out pretty soon. We've been waiting for a train, but it doesn't look like this one's coming. So what I'll probably do, I'll probably get off now, and if something comes by, I'll get back on with my other phone, but it would have to be within the next 10 minutes. So thanks for watching Why World of Trains on YouTube. Talk to you guys later. Don't forget, I got a premiere going up at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Be there and check it out.